And then senior year of high school, I had to give a speech. I had to give my senior speech. Every senior got to give a 6-minute speech.
Just to the population of the school?
Yes. Yeah.
What?
Every senior got to give a speech.
Are you messing with me?
It was every Friday. 4 seniors would give a
Are you
speech during
serious?
assembly. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm serious. So we'd have assembly every day at 1:30, and then on Fridays, throughout the course of the year, the seniors, 4 seniors, would give their 7-minute speech.
Interesting.
To the whole school. And it wasn't like you could just do whatever you want. It had to be go through the dean or whatever.
Yeah.
But my senior speech was about athletics. It was about sports.
Yeah.
And it was pretty funny. And my brother-in-law told me, he was like, yeah, Rob should try stand-up. And I was like, oh, I'd been watching it up to that point. I liked it.
Yeah.
But I didn't really think about doing it until then.
Sure.
And so when I got to college, it was one of the first things I did. I didn't know to start at open mics. So what I did was I was on Craigslist looking at, I don't remember what, I was on Craigslist.
This is early Craigslist.
I was on Craigslist maybe looking at a list of open mics or I don't know what I was looking for. There were people that would hire. Craigslist has a creatives section or a creative link where it's odd jobs or creative or something.
Yeah.
Something. And I found this small black box theater with 50 seats called the Arvada Playhouse in Arvada, Colorado, that wanted a comic to open their shows.
Okay.
And so I emailed them and was like, hey, I am a stand-up comic. I would love to open for your plays. And I did. And I had to take, and I haven't told this. I haven't thought about this in such a long time. So I went out. I met with the owner, and he was like, "Okay, you can open for our plays." And it was like
that was it.
That was it. That was it.
Okay, great.
I think he told me that no one else replied to the ad. I think he said that one other person replied, but she didn't actually really do comedy. And I was like, oh well, I do. And so that's how I got it. And I would take the bus. I didn't tell my college friends because I just met these people. I didn't want them to come to the show. On Friday nights, I would take the bus. I had to change the bus line 2 or 3 times. It took me an hour and a half to get there on the bus.
Jeez.
And I would take the bus. And
it was way out there.
Arvada's way outside of Denver. And then do 10 minutes.
So that was your first time?
Yeah.
What was your material? Was it
I don't even
ski
remember.
related?
I don't. At that point, you script you run it. I don't even remember. I have no
Did it go well? Do you remember if it went well?
Yeah, I do remember it going okay. And from there, see, the reason I did that is because I was scared of the clubs. I didn't want to go down to Comedy Works. I was scared of Comedy Works.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, maybe I can work around that fear. And so instead of just diving into it, so I started doing sets at that little playhouse. And then from there, I started doing. There was a club in Colorado Springs, and I would MC for them. Colorado Springs is 2 hours south.
Yeah.
So now at that point, I would borrow my friend's car and drive down there or whatever, and do sets there.
This is all your freshman year.
Yeah, freshman year.
So you're doing the Black Box weekly. You got
for a couple
weekly.
weeks. For a couple weeks.
Oh, just a few.
Yeah.
And then how'd you land the Colorado Springs gig? The host.
I don't know. That might have been sophomore
Hosting
year.
isn't easy.
That might have been sophomore year.
Oh, okay. So
here's how that happened. Freshman year, I'm doing that. Freshman year, a comic comes to our college. I email and ask if I can open for him. They say I can. I do 5 minutes in front of him. I don't want to say. So I do 5 minutes in front of him. And then he eventually links me up. He's going to be in Colorado Springs, gets me a guest set there.
Oh,
and that's how I start emceeing.
So he helped you out.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
And you don't want to say who it is?
No.
Interesting.
But great guy. But
so were you still doing it in between Colorado Springs and Black Box? Where were you doing it at?
I was not doing it. I was not doing it as regularly as you need to when you start.
That's crazy.
I was scared. I was fucking 19. I was terrified.
But you're still.
So I would do one set every couple of weeks. I wasn't really truly doing it. I didn't start really doing it until end of my sophomore year. I was under 21, so I couldn't get into a lot of the open mics.
Sure.
So at a certain point, I got a fake ID so I could start doing sets at the. I'm serious, at the open mics. I remember when I was 20, I went to the Denver Improv. There was the Denver Improv opened. The best club in Denver is Comedy Works, but an Improv opened up, and I went to. It was maybe sophomore, junior year. I was still 20, and I went out there, and they wouldn't let me in to the open mics. I was under 21. And I went across the street to Barnes & Noble, and out of spite, I bought the Comedy Bible and was like, I'll show them. The Comedy Bible was a hacky book about how to do stand-up. But
you got him.
Once I was 21, I started taking it a lot more seriously. I started like really doing open mics every night, and that's when I really became obsessed with it. Like I would do open mics junior year, senior year, open mics every night of the week.
Just wherever you could find
in
them.
Denver, anything. And I started doing more shows. And then I got in at the Improv. I became their like house MC for like a year and a half.
That's fucking amazing.
That's where I got really good. Was that the manager there didn't like anyone else and would only have me MC. I think I at one point MC'd like 11 weekends in a row.
Wow,
which is crazy.
Wow,
which is 6 shows a weekend. You're 21. You're doing 6 shows a weekend, even if it's 10 minutes each. It's like the hardest spot.
Just reps, flexing your muscles.
Yeah.
Did you bomb it all early? It sounds like you had just a string of good...
No, I definitely did, and I still do. But yeah, I did. I got very lucky.